Wine had high hopes for today. Even in the midst of all the mess, when she woke up today and prepared for college, she had full hopes of having a better day. That's what Jungkook's protection brought her, a smile on her face after months of bullying. Wine's face looked much brighter. She had a nice sleep after long. When she entered college, she was still stared at, maybe more now because it was just bullying before. Now, someone was on hospital bed due to her, and she was also rumored to be dating the bad boy. Wine skipped everyone and went straight to her class. Her class that was always ready for some drama, called. So the main character is finally here. He pulled a wild card there yesterday. Within a moment, all the attention was on her as if they had been gossiping about her. Wine placed her back down and took a seat quietly, trying to ignore them. It didn't work. Leah, what did you do to Suhan? She came and pulled Wine by shoulder harshly. Wine was not going to take it anymore. Her eyes fell on her shoulder, then at Leah. Wine, explanations are all dated. Would you like to experience the same situation to understand it better? Leah grit her teeth. It wasn't only Leah. The whole class was utterly shocked at this sudden change in Wine's behavior. Leah, how long have you been dating that monster? You look nothing less than him. Wine, oh, sweet. That's such couple goals, and for how long I'm dating him is none of your business. Someone scoffed somewhere in the background. She's flying now, so that's why you rejected the good guy. What do you think of yourself? Wine smiled. Are you jealous that all of the attention is on me? The one who said it immediately stood up, clearly mocked and offended. Wine realized one thing: power was important. That's what helps see through the cruel world. Wine, excuse me. She took a seat, dismissing everyone, and Leah marched away. It was after 2 minutes, some footsteps stopped in front of her. Wine. Her name was called softly, and she looked up to find Jim, the one who was the cause behind everything. Jim, are you really dating a senior? Is that why you rejected my proposal? What are you trying to say? Jim, I'm only asking if that was the reason I got rejected. He asked politely. It's been 3 months since that, Jim. You never once cared about what has been happening since then, but now that I'm dating another man, you suddenly care. Jim, what? Have I done something wrong? Suddenly, another person stepped in between Juan's table and Jim, a guy much taller, and now that they stepped across each other, the heartthrob wasn't heart throbbing anymore. JK, do you have business with my girl? Jim, somewhere. JK, so, you're the guy who made her go through hell. Jim, how? I only proposed her for. What do you mean? I never disturbed her after that. Jungkook took a step forward, clearly overtowering the male with his height, age, and the whole class, including Jim, felt the room turning colder at those eyes. JK never disturbed her. Jim, an individual belongs to themselves, but when they are famous, the public holds an opinion in their lives, and those around them. It's something even a kid understands. How stupid do you have to be to not get it? Jim stepped back and looked at Wine once, and immediately within a moment, Jungkook took a step to his right, blocking Jim's side of Wine. And no matter what, it was an Asian school. A junior could never disrespect a senior. That was more serious than a murder. JK, keep your fans under control before I start doing that. Trust me, you won't like that method. And from today onwards, wine is off bounds. I tend to be a little possessive about my girl. Who knows someone end up with soon if they stare a little too long at her. No one said a word. His words were absolute. Wine spoiled class. And this quiet, never a teacher could bring distraction out of them until Wine stood up. Wine, did you come to see me? JK, yeah. Stop worrying about them feeling uncomfortable at our relationship and start having meals with me. How about breakfast together? I kinda skipped it today. Wine nodded, and when he extended his hand, she was taken aback. She held it, her heart fluttered. Her heart didn't know the line between real or fake. When they settled in the cafe and food in front of them, Wine complained. Wine, I really wasn't going to bother you with the public show. You started this. Don't complain. Is that an order? Wine, well, probably. I'm just saving my future. You are in trouble someday. You will have to continue this act all the time now. JK, in return, how about your mother's homemade food? Wine, so if someone is not going to spoil you, you'll do it yourself. You know your ways some way. Jungkook took its bite of his sandwich. Despite how hard Wine was trying to act normal, each nerve inside of her was dying from excitement and nervousness. JK, so have you decided what you're going to call me in public? Sambe won't cut. Wine blinked. Huh? They were doing those things too? Wine. Oh, I think Sambe is fine. We can date while still keeping the honorifics. JK, what is this? 70s? Where you couldn't call your man with his name? Wine's eyes turned red. She felt hot all over her man. Her heart needed to know it was all fake. Wine, then you tell me. I'll call you whatever you're comfortable with. JK. Oh. He leaned back against his seat. JK. Try calling babe then. Wine choked on her drink. Literally choked. Stood up grabbing tissues and wiped her mouth and cloths. Jungkook stayed calm. All he did in that situation was smirk. Ziggy, you were too confident about it. One, name. I will call you by your name. Jungkook shrugged and picked his sandwich again. It was his third at this point while wine was sucked on her first due to her stupid heart. Wine quietly took a seat and hung her head low, trying to hide herself. That took some attention, especially since she was on the floor of seniors, completely unknown people. Oh god, that was nerve wracking for her. Never saw you bunking classes before. Is she really your girlfriend? Another male appeared on their table. One wondered why all the seniors looked so cool and tall, more approachable, mature, and knew a decent way of talking. Overall, their look and style made them appear even cooler despite some same uniform. JK, a man can get hungry and yeah, wine, he's Yuta, we're classmates. She's wine, my girlfriend. Yuta took a seat excitedly, his attention towards wine. Yuta, he never skipped a class before. He's pretty famous around here for his grades and all, but everyone has been wondering what happened, especially considering he's hanging with a girl alone for the first time. One, really? She blinked. Jungkook scoffed. She really didn't know how to act. Yuta, you're funny. Was that sarcasm? One blinked. Ah. One, of course, I'm making him try new things. Not so bad once in a while, right? Yuta chuckled, and suddenly two more guys were surrounding them, and all of them introduced themselves. One was Terry, and other was Real. They all talked so casually, it made one feel so included and comfortable, as if they knew her for a long time. It was nice here, a complete 180 of what her floor looked like. Maybe she didn't have to be so scared of the seniors anymore. At the end, Wine had more numbers in her contact list within an hour. They all even invited her to join them for a hangout. Jungkook didn't once stop her or talk that possessive thing like he did in her class. Wine smiled at the acknowledgement. He knew what healthy friendship was supposed to be like. Once they went separate ways, Wine looked at Jungkook's retreating back and couldn't believe how much meeting one person changed her life. For the upcoming days, she was never disturbed, not even once. Due to Jungkook's warning, no one in her class approached her anymore, and honestly, Won was happy about it. She made good friends with his classmates. They continued to act like a couple and were in real, really good friends now after 2 months. Now, Won could proudly tell her mother that she had friends and even show her pictures, which she couldn't before. The happiness of her mother's face was always on another level upon hearing such stories from her. Just like today when Wine's mother rushed around the room, yelling at her to clean every corner before Wine was bringing friends home. and Vine couldn't stop laughing at how absolutely adorable and precious her mother was. The bell rang. Vine nearly yelled in relief and rushed to open the door. Outside the door stood five people: Jungkook, Yuda, Terry, Yerin, and Yoongi. Vine, thank God. Mom was going to make me clean the rooftop otherwise. The loud ass group entered. Yuda welcomed himself, a very Yuda of him. Yuda, please come in. Don't hesitate. Consider it your own home. He told Vine and received a smack in return from Terry, who dragged them all inside, including leaving Vine and Jungkook. Vine turned to Jungkook, who extended a bakery bag which had cake inside. Vine, thank you. Come in. JK, you look beautiful today. Never got so ready for your boyfriend alone. He leaned against the doorframe, and Vine glared at him with big eyes, red cheeks ready to burst, and fingers curled around the back, as if that was going to remind him they were not dating in real. He finally stepped inside and removed his shoes, going inside, and Vine could hear her mother squeal all the way from out here upon his arrival. She immediately pat her cheeks and fixed her princess up to here and rushed inside. Yuda, whoa, is that you? Vine walked inside to find him standing on top of a couch holding a picture frame he picked up from above the cupboard of her mother. Vine, yeah, that's her. Yuda, I was born in the wrong era. I would have definitely be your fan. One's mother laughed. One's mother. You know how to flatter elders. Yerin, don't mind him. He's a flirt. Yuda, lady, I tend to appreciate beauty. Don't be jealous if you behold none. Yerin threw a cushion at him, and the group remained loud as ever. Even helped Wine's mother with food, setting table, or cleaning the dishes. Played a lot of games, and now all of them were stuck to the TV screen in the lounge as the movie played. One, I am definitely going to get neighbors' complaints. My house had never been this loud before, she said in the kitchen, putting a dish back in its place. Zeke, did you see how happy your mom looked? I'll deal with those neighbors. Ryan stopped at the word mom coming out of him. He started calling her dad a few days ago, and still it feels so heartwarming to her, especially since he has no family. Ryan, every time you call her phone, it feels strange but nice at the same time. JK, it's because it's still fresh. So I call her dad forever starting now. Ryan smiled nervously and immediately stepped away, rushing around the kitchen, putting the dishes back in its cabinets until Jungkook grabbed her wrist. He pulled her against his chest, taking her breath away. Wine, I need to set the dishes. She tried to pull away, but Jungkook trapped her between himself and the counter. Jungkook, stop running away. I like the sight of your red cheeks. He took a step forward, not leaving any space she could use to escape. JK, I know it's early. We only know each other for a few months. JK, we started with acting like we are in a relationship and ended up becoming good friends. You're beautiful, kind, approachable, and I tend to be a little jealous when I see people even outside your class approaching you now. He placed a hand on her cheek. JK, I want you to shine more. Go explore the world and meet a lot of people, but I want you to be mine at the same time. I want to claim this girl is mine everywhere she goes shining her path. JK, I like you, Wine. I truly like you. Will you become mine with the intentions of marriage? Wine swallowed. It was not just a dating proposal, it was an oath for a lifetime, and she never thought she would get it in her mess of life. When her emotions overwhelmed her, she placed her forehead against her chest, avoiding his eyes out of shyness, and nodded. Wine, I want to be yours. And I want you to be mine, Jungkook. Jungkook closed his eyes and kissed her head before wrapping his arms around her. He found a family due to her, and Wine found a new life due to him. A man she fell for, asking for a lifetime. Nothing could ever beat this feeling, and a promise to such beautiful future.